but we were talking about your 10.5 car, your Pro Street car, and how to harness the extra power that you found. We started talking about 4-link settings and maybe how that compares to a big tire car. You really don't have any data to work with, though. It's
correct.
Because there's nobody else who has a chassis like yours and a power plant like yours in the location where yours is with the clutch and all that stuff.
Yep.
So talk a little bit about harnessing the newfound power that Borowski brought to you that was unexpected. 100%. Right? What did you do with that?
So, what did I do with it?
Where are we at today? Let's talk that way.
Okay, so we've got a car that has transitioned the last 2 races and made several 4.0 runs.
Okay.
You know, in the high 180s. I know there's more to go. We got to work on the back half. I've been working on the front half of it.
Right.
It doesn't 60 foot as well as it used to because I had to knock gear out of this car to tone this thing down a little bit.
Right.
But I don't see any problem with this car being a player this coming season.
Okay. You got another 20 mile an hour?
I don't know if it's got 20, but
all the boosts.
I know it's got 10.
Okay.
We'll see.
Well,
we'll see how it unfolds.
10 will get you where you got to be, for sure. Definitely for sure.
And now you probably know there was rumors circulating about WSOP, World Series of Pro Mod.
I did hear about that yesterday. They're bringing 10.5 at Pro Street, whatever they're going to call it.
So
we call it Pro Street because that's awesome.
Yeah, 100%, dude. We're hoping we're on the invite list for that.
That would be super cool.
That would be awesome.
See, now what's happening here, though, is you just cost me a bunch of money. Because now if they're bringing you guys in, now I have to look at a plane ticket and find a room and a car and all that stuff to go to Florida because I want to see my buddy Bill 20 years later. 20-some. It's amazing to see what you've done with the platform, sticking with it. Right?
I haven't done it all myself. Let me say
I realize
that.
I have lots of partners, lots of friends and team members.
I'd like to drop a few names.
You can drop it. Let's do that. You want to close up with that? Because I know we've beat these people up with technical stuff.
Sure.
Let's talk about the people that help you to get down the track. Your engine builders.
Yep. Obviously, my engine builder, right? 100%. So I got a friend in Florida, Tito Chassis. You've heard it over the years. He's helped me back and forth. We've had a friendship. When I first went to work for Bullseye, I helped him with clutches. So he's paid that back over the years, and so he's one guy. Another guy would be Anthony DeSoma, who's gotten us parts in a pinch. He does a lot of small block Fords.
DeSoma's about the king of that stuff.
You know, so he's helped me out in pinches. He's been a longtime friend.
Sure.
Moving forward, Pat at Ram Clutches has helped me a bunch. Helped me realize that I need to knock a bunch of gear out of this car like today.
So here's a quick question. Before you go any further, I'm curious always about the clutch, right? Because it's so different from what everybody else is doing. I'm not even sure how to ask the question. It'd probably be a better question for Pat. But how challenging do you think that is for him? Because he doesn't have other customers like you, right? We talked about your car being a one of.
I had to send him some 4.0 runs from a couple of years ago.
Okay. So he could look at your data
on a big tire with gear in it to compare it. And even then, he was challenged. He was definitely, and he even said, he said, wow, he said, this thing makes stupid power.
And it's a big difference between the two. Okay.
Yep.
Who else are we talking about?
There's a handful of guys.
We've got the chassis guy, the clutch guy.
There's a handful of guys. Let me think. I had the whole list lined up and I booted it. When you're 65, you'll do that too.
I'm 50 and I'm not even 50. I'm 49 and I do it now. So I'm not, I know that's coming.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget my name.
Guys in the class we race with, you know, same thing.
Jerry,
Jerry, Tim Essiger's been over a couple times helping. I mean, you know, and it's the way that class works. Everybody helps everybody, which is why I like it.
So that's something real interesting. We could probably close out with a couple of moments on that. One of the things about Pro Street that I noticed, right, and I've been a media member at this point, 23 years. One of the interesting things I notice about the class and the people that race together in this group is that they are willing to help one another, right? And it might be with parts. You'll see a guy, oh, you need a valve? You're going to run me next round? Here's a valve. And that's, even though you're racing for a decent pot of money.
Guy legitimately, and I mean, if I got to not give a part to somebody I have to win that round, I don't belong there. Go home.
Sportsmanship.
Correct.
And that's...
Who wants to win that way?
I think that overarching mentality and the type of person that you are, maybe that's what's drawn us together. Because I'm the same way.
I know you are.
I don't want any freebies. I don't want any gimmies.
Right.
I want to work for the things
and if
that
you're
I
adult, don't you want to see your competitors or a lot of your friends do well regardless?
There's that also.
I go out there and watch my guys run, and my wife and I stand there and go, awesome run.
There we go.
Right?
Right. If you get out early, you're out there watching maybe Jerry or Joel Wensley Jr. in the next round,
Sure.
or Tim,
Absolutely.
or somebody else, and you're clapping
And
for
if it's
them.
somebody that gives the time to me, and I know they're a straight shooter, I want to see them do well.
Sure.
I don't
Sure.
have any ill will towards anybody like that. You can't do this and be that way. You can't
Especially
operate
not as
that
long
way.
as you have.
Can't
Right?
operate
People
that
end
way.
up, they don't like you at that point.
It's not even that. Just it's going to consume you.
Sure. Sure.
So,
Wonderful.
yeah.
I hope this has been enlightening for
I
all
might
of
have
you
a
people
different
watching.
filter if I didn't work in this industry.
I'd have a different filter if we didn't have to be kind. Does anybody have any questions? That's something that we'd like to ask. I'm not sure how many of you guys are watching because we can't see the backside of the camera. But if anybody has any questions, Bill or myself would be happy to touch on them and answer them. If there's stuff you might want to know, maybe about his car, his combination, or even the class that he races in.
Or how long it took to grow that beard.
Or how long it took to grow this beard, which is, I believe I started last July, mid-July. So, and I've had it trimmed a couple times though, because otherwise I look like the Wolf Man. I already get a little bit of that.
I think we can put you on a cough drop box now.
Cough drop box.
Luden's.
I guess that's better than the back of the milk carton, right? Okay, so we don't have any questions right now. If you guys maybe have some when you're watching this later, you could certainly reply, and either the Borowski guys will answer, or they'll get the questions to Bill or I, and we can certainly answer them in the comments of this post after the event. We do want to thank you. I want to thank you, not only for the last 30 minutes of sitting here and talking to me, but the last 20 years plus of friendship and the relationship that we've built, the fact that we're able to still be in this industry and make a living doing it.
Very blessed.
Right? We're very lucky, we're very blessed, very fortunate. Very lucky to have friends like the Borowski guys who invite us to do cool stuff like this. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Maybe next year we'll come back and do it again and talk some more smack. Thanks for checking us out.
Thank you.
Remember, Borowski,